All right, thank you. We're going to move on to our next and last proclamation, 6.6, 9:09 a.m. Presentation of proclamation designating the month of March 2024 as American Red Cross Month in Lake County. And we have 2 Red Cross members. Please come on up.
Okay, well, thank you for joining, Nick and Gabby. Where's Shannon today? She's sick. All right, hey, Shannon. All right, Board of Supervisors, County of Lake, State of California proclamation designating the month of March 2024 as American Red Cross Month in Lake County. Whereas during American Red Cross Month in March, we recognize the compassion in Lake County and reaffirm our commitment to care for one another in times of crisis. And whereas the generous spirit is woven into the fabric of our community and advance the humanitarian legacy of Red Cross founder Clara Barton, one of the most honored women in our country's history, who notably dedicated herself to alleviating suffering. And whereas today the kind-hearted individuals in our community exemplify Barton's commitment as they step through the Red Cross to provide a beacon of hope for our neighbors in need through voluntary and selfless contributions, whether it's delivering shelter, food, and comfort during disasters, providing critical blood donations for hospital patients, supporting military families, veterans, and caregivers through the unique challenges of service, saving lives with first aid and CPR, or delivering aid and reconnecting loved ones separated by global disaster. And whereas we recognize this month of March in honor of all those who lead with their hearts to serve people in need, and we ask everyone to join in this commitment to strengthen our community. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Board of Supervisors of the County of Lake does hereby proclaim March 2024 as Red Cross Month and encourage all citizens of Lake County to reach out and support its humanitarian crisis or mission. Passed and adopted this 12th day of March 2024. And although Nick and Gabby are not part of the normal, I don't even want to say normal, but the deployments that come during our times of need, they're here doing proactive work, which is really incredible. And this is a brand new program that we're going to hear a little bit more about later on. But we have really received so much aid and comfort and support from people all over the world during our times of need. And that's why it's so important that we have this proclamation done every March. A lot of people don't know that when people deploy here, they use their vacation time from their jobs or they're retired. It's great sacrifices that they make to come here and support, or any place that they go and support during deployment. And we would be lost without the support. And the incredible work that we're going to hear that this team is doing is the proactive measures in response to our climate crisis. And we've been selected, as we'll learn more, as just a handful of communities across the country to receive this because of everything that we've been through together. So I really want to thank these two. You guys have been doing incredible work this last year. Looking forward to many more projects that are finally coming to fruition and being activated. But also so much gratitude for everyone that's come in the past to support us in our time of need.
Awesome. Thank you. We were going to have a volunteer here, and he sustained an injury this weekend, so he wasn't able to make it. But I do want to say a few words about donations and the Red Cross. There's 3 main ways to donate to the American Red Cross. That's your blood, money, or your time, and time being the most important one. To Supervisor Paiska's point that when people deploy out here, they're giving away a part of their life that they're never going to give back, but they've donated that to helping people. And that's Lake County, that's across the nation. So March is Red Cross Month. Get out and help support our mission.
Thanks. You want to say it? Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Any other comments, Vice Chair?
Yes, I just want to highlight how thankful I know the county is as well. I know all around in times of need, you all are there. I know that one of the groups I was working with and had a meeting at last night, Lucerne Community, Lucerne Alpine Senior Center. We had our community meeting there last night, and they talked about how they work with you all, and that's very special. It's very helpful. They are in really high need. They are always a beacon of hope for people in the Lucerne community. So, so I'd like to just give you all props for that. So,
Any other comments, Supervisor Green? Oh, thought you had some.
Well, I'll do it. I'm just going back to the times of disaster, and I forget if it was Rocky Fire or Valley Fire. As important as Red Cross is, during those events, I remember there was some Red Cross hesitancy, right? And people that would turn to local groups or you know, people who confuse the immediate need for support here with long-term funding commitments to Red Cross. And I was always stricken by that. So I think this is a good time when stuff is not burning to remind people that this is the time we support Red Cross. We strengthen you now so that you can be prepared for the next disasters coming our way. So if there was anybody in our community that suffered from Red Cross hesitancy during our deepest, darkest wildfire responses, number one, let's not do that. But number two, let's remind ourselves just how important it is to strengthen you now when we can all catch our breath and commit to be prepared for the next disaster. So thank you for being here today.
Yeah, same thing. I just want to thank Red Cross for, you know, all the disasters we've been through, obviously, and whether it's folks coming in to do the volunteering, but I know we have a lot of local folks that signed up year after year of those and created a little bit of workforce here in Lake County too. You know, so just want to thank you for the partnership, the responsiveness, and ultimately, as you said, all over the nation you guys respond to any of these disasters and how important that is. Especially after the devastating fires, it was phenomenal, but you were here for many other instances too. When someone loses their home, you get them into a hotel for temporary shelter to figure that situation out. And every one of those opportunities that you put out to somebody is one less thing they have to worry about at that point. So completely support Red Cross. You make your own decision where you want to do donations. You hear people making their own decisions, but from my experience with myself, even with our tribal nation and the partnerships we built, it really helps us move forward just to take care of the community in whichever way we can, and Red Cross always steps up, so greatly appreciate that.
And so if folks want to volunteer, because you can register now and you can go through the training, you can be an event-based volunteer, which I've done many times, but you also can be proactively ready for deployment. And so, Nick, do you want to talk about how people could sign up?
Yeah, to that point about donations, time, blood, money, all that stuff can be found at redcross.org or call 1-800-RED-CROSS to begin that process. So if you have some time and it's anything, we'll take anything you're able to give to our mission. So redcross.org or 1-800-RED-CROSS.
Great, thanks. Great.
One of the things that I know I always think of, because when we have major emergencies, you're not the only group that shows up. Everyone, we're highlighted, unfortunately, and so everyone's aware of our need. It's the need that we don't get the highlight for. So the individual house fires. I make calls to our fire district or to our city saying, hey, there was a fire last night. What can I do? Don't worry, Red Cross took care of it. You guys are always there, and I think most people don't see that. And I know that to me, it's kind of the underlying work that you do all the time that people don't see versus the obvious that they see when we have an absolute disaster, which is appreciated that you're there for those two. But I know that the 365 days a year, you guys are there for everything else as well, and that's not to be forgotten and absolutely appreciated. So thank you so much. Picture time.
We're going down. There we go. Okay, got it. Oh, wow, I got everybody here.